Hey guys, it's Anthony Gonzalez here again with another G-Fit video. Today we're going to be concentrating on developing your body weight game. Before we start off, I just want you to know that I'm no yoga master. I'm no calisthenics expert. I can't even pronounce it correctly. I'm just a guy who just started enjoying seeing people do amazing things with their body, and so I decided, I'm just going to start doing it myself. Didn't have a mentor, didn't have a teacher to just walk me through these movements. I just took it upon myself to start applying them with my own workout routine. We started off today with a basic warm-up. I mentioned this in every single one of my videos, is warm-ups are very crucial. If you have a half-assed warm-up, you're gonna have a half-assed workout. I promise you that. Notice on my warm-up, I'm not only just focusing on just my hands, I'm focusing on my hips, I'm focusing on my lower back, I'm focusing on the whole frame, because regardless what movement you're doing, you're gonna be utilizing your whole body. Utilizing the cobra, the downward dog, and utilizing the wrist momentum to stretch out your wrists, stretch out your forearms, engage your rotators, engage your shoulders. Today I brought in one of my clients, Ian, to show you guys that no matter where you're at, you can still utilize these movements. Whatever you're aiming for, you can develop it. So today we started off warming him up as the same warm-up, same wrist routine, same getting each other in a third world squat, making sure your feet are flat, making sure your chest is high, your chin's up, making sure you can feel the ground. Palm, fingertip. Every time I go handstand or whatever movement I'm doing, I always concentrate on my palm and my fingertip. Just like a squat, you go with your heel to your toe, always on the heel. Same thing with this, I concentrate on my palm and I use my fingertips to guide me. So showing Ian these basic movements and showing him how to warm up properly, I had him engage his fingertips, engage his palms so he could feel his pressure and all his body weight and his strength come from his hands and his fingertips. As he started progressing, Ian hasn't really practiced these movements. He's an active guy, but he's never really concentrated on focusing on this. So this was all new to him. So as he was progressing himself forward, we started off with the basic crow. The crow, in my opinion, is the way to do a handstand. I see many of you guys try handstands against the walls. I see you guys trying handstands with momentum. Very effective as well, but I'm a firm believer that you might as well learn the hard way. You're holding your whole body as you're holding the crow pose. And like I said, I'm no yoga expert, but I can promise you that my whole entire game level has gotten so high from just these basic moves. So as we progress into the crow pose, notice how we place our hands and our fingertips and we focus on that a lot, and we focus on our wrist flexibility. As you advance and you get the crow pose down pretty good, you can start trying to ignite yourself up into a handstand. As I'm demonstrating it now, I'm also showing Ian and having him practice the same exact movement, and seeing him progress and developing himself to get up there and utilizing me as a spotter to grab hold of him is going to make him more successful. So I recommend you get a partner if you can, because it gets pretty ugly. Notice how we fall. Notice how we land. It's great to get out of your box, but at the same time, you got to know how to be safe. When you're going down on your feet, you do not want to just stomp your feet on the ground, the loud clamp. You want to make it a nice caress. There's a difference between stomping and there's a difference between caressing. Think of a cat. I'm sure you guys have seen many animals, how they fall and how they react towards the natural instinct. Make sure you're falling safely and not twisting an ankle, landing hard, putting pressure on your legs or anything. Once you develop yourself to hold the crow pose pretty good, try placing your hands on the outside and your knees in, and try holding that position. I had Ian try that, and he'll be the first to tell you that it was very difficult. And he wasn't necessarily able to hold it with the whole complete lockout on the arm, but he was still able to hold it for a couple of seconds. And you know what? He's going to advance from that. If you want to be good at something, you're going to have to be willing to suck at it for a while. Just because you cannot hold the position doesn't mean you don't try it. You still try it. You do repetitions. You go up and down. Hold it for half a second, go back down. That's 1 rep. Do 10 reps, 4 sets. Just like you do every other exercise. Treat it the same exact way if you want to advance. Push-ups. A lot of you guys think you can do push-ups, but really you just do your Jesus reps. Push-ups where you're like that. Instead of doing a complete range of motion, you're not even doing a push-up. In your head, you might be doing a push-up, In my head, and when I see it, I see you doing head bobbles. Do it correctly. Practice from the basics. Start from the basic. Learn to do a push-up correctly. The full range of motion, having your butt leveled up with your waist and not sinking down. Notice how I did the flopping push-ups. I call them the floppers. I see a lot of people do knee push-ups. I don't like my clients doing knee push-ups. I like my clients to go flat on the ground and try to progress themselves to lift their whole body up as one. If you cannot do that, do the worm, the flopper. You're looking like a worm, and they're effective. So as you get the floppers down, start utilizing the floor to make dead weight and then lift your body up completely leveled up. Notice how I place my hand in front. I am completely flat on the ground and there's no momentum to help me get back up. So as I'm flat on the ground, I progress myself up. Get it down correctly. Work on your explosiveness. Work on filling the fingertip, filling your palm, and exploding, getting that full range of motion. Once you get that down and you can do that pretty easily, then it starts getting fun. Now you can start focusing on creating more energy in your push-ups, creating more momentum, creating more force. Off the ground push-ups, basic, throw yourself off the ground, your upper body. Once you progress with the upper body, start utilizing your whole body as one. Getting your whole body off the ground, feet and hands, so you're almost there like you're floating in the air. Once you get to that, then it gets even more fun. Then you can start doing a lot more tricks, and I definitely want to get down for that. Knee clap push-ups. Great exercise. People see it, oh, it looks cool, but there's no point in it. There's lots of points in it. You know how much it creates you to be explosive? It creates you to utilize your body to just jolt it up. And once you get that down, then it gets even more fun. Superman push-ups. Everybody always asks me, how do you do these Superman push-ups? And I tell them, I got my push-ups down correctly. No, but Anthony, how do you do the Superman push-ups? I got my push-ups down correctly. I know, Anthony, but exactly, this is back to the same steps. I got my push-ups down. Get your push-ups down. Learn how to focus on the basics. I didn't wake up one day and start flying around doing Superman push-ups. I remember I couldn't even do a basic handstand. I'd be doing handstands during my sets or in between workouts, and people would be looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? I started at the bottom. I started doing push-ups correctly. I started doing basic clapping push-ups, basic push-ups, basic movements, basics, basics, basics. Like I said, you know, you're gonna have to suck a little bit in order to advance. That's just how it goes. We're not all gifted in certain areas, but there's no reason why you can't progress into that. I've had hundreds of clients advance from it, so why can't you? The sky's the limit. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Remember, the first step, hit the subscribe button, then learn your push-ups.